free to ask some questions. We might have some time at the end that I'll be able to address some of those. And this is going to be a really a tutorial today, so not a lot of slides to show you, but I'm really going to dive right into one of the recommended platforms that we utilize for a link in bio and show you how to get started and how to make some edits and get this right into your Instagram bio. So let's get started. So first things first, what are link in bio? Some of you may be like, Katie, I have no idea what you're even talking about. Some of you that are a little more on Instagram might see this quite frequently. It's really come to rise with this rise of influencers across social media. There needs to be one secure way to share multiple links. And a lot of these influencers don't actually go and create websites. So for us business owners, it's been a little bit of getting used to, but it has become the way that a lot of users are interacting and clicking through to find things on social media. So you can see with the example that I gave here today, you can see in YPC Media's Instagram bio, there is that Linktree link, which I believe it's showing you guys. I'm hovering over there. That is Linktree is going to be the platform that I'm going to show you all how to use today. If you are somebody that manages your brand social media, you've seen that you've been able to put links there. And of course, as business owners, we want to put, whether it's our contact page, home page, quote page, you name it, booking link, we want to put something there. However, we've seen a really big shift over to utilizing these Linktree or different link out tools to really host multiple links in one spot so that you don't lose the user. We're really keeping them within their platform. They have multiple things at their fingertips here. As you can see with YPC, I have all of our additional social media platforms linked out here with a few other quick links that we like to say to get them where they need to go. You know, we know that the users on social media want that few clicks and that's all they want to handle. Sometimes when they leave and go to your website and have to find something, we may lose them. So this works across any of the social medias, and this link tree that I'm going to show you guys today is capable of being used across multiple social media networks. So we're going to be going through Linktree, like I said. There are different types of ones out there. Linktree does offer a free option, which I'm going to be going through with you all, but there are some upgrades in this platform. I just want to put out there, if you are just getting started, I highly recommend using just the free option. There's really no reason that you would need to pay for something like this, especially if you're just, you know, a business trying to get a couple links up on the internet and really seem with what's going on and up to date with what's going on social media. So the first thing that, you know, you can do if you are following along with this, you know, on your own end is go to linktree.com. They have a fancy URL. It's the linktr.ee. And you're going to go through their setup process. So you can see the screenshots that I put here. You're going to pick a username. You're going to pick the free plan. You're going to tell Linktree what type of business you're using it for. Like I said, this is a lot. We've seen this come to rise with a lot of those influencers and that, but you see business is an option there. And then they're going to give you a couple templates to scroll through to get started. So that's really going to help you, you know, the easiest way to get things going and understand what you need to be sharing on there. So I'm actually going to jump out of my presentation now and go right into the Linktree platform. Like I said, this is going to be a tutorial. I'll try to peek at my my Q&A over here. So if you do have some questions, pop those in and I'll try to address those. So once you complete that sign up process, you're going to be taken to your settings page. And again, this is Linktree in the admin section. I'm going to be going through just some of the things that we recommend that you get set up if you are going to be utilizing this in your social media strategy. So the first thing here is you can see on the right-hand side, we're getting an example of what this is going to look like on a mobile device. So remember, almost, I would say 99% of users are accessing the social media on a mobile device. So we are building this mobile first. And this is going to be something that is in addition to your website. So think of this completely separate from that. So we're going to have to rebrand and do all of these things. So the first thing that it's going to do is ask you to be iconic, add your icon. So this is going to be where you can add your logo or, you know, headshot, depending on your type of business here. So I'm building this one as if I was building it for me with YPC Media. So I'm going to add some different icons here. So the first thing it's going to give you is multiple different options on what you can connect right to your link tree. So as you can see, I'm scrolling, there are tons of options, which really makes this a great use for businesses. I'm going to give the example here of Instagram. If you know your handle there, you'll be able to put the @ with your username and add it. Now you can see over on the right-hand side, it's going to continue to populate all the different icons that I add. Again, you can come in here. The next one I would highly recommend is an email address. We're thinking of this as quick, easy ways for people to get a hold of the business owner, your support, or anything like that. So you can continue to go through and add these, and they position them right here. We have some different display options as well. You can have those at the top or bottom. Right now, I don't have any additional ones. You can see it's not moving too much. There are some other cool things that integrate into Linktree, but a lot of these are part of the paid features. So I'm going to just briefly go through these because we are going through the free option here. A really cool option that they've put in recently is the support banner. You can put in different causes that you may support as a business. I know that sometimes can be tricky. So typically a lot of people have this off, but if this is something that you would like to enable, that is there for you. You can start seeing now on some of these options, we do have a lock on these. These are part of that pro option. None of these are completely necessary unless you're going to fully integrate this into a social strategy and utilize this link for maybe some paid ads or things like that. But they do have email sign up and SMS sign up. So you can integrate some softwares into here as well. I have my social integrations. We'll get to those in just a little bit. But then our shop is also another feature on here. You can see we're going to start going through all those on the left-hand side. We have some additional things, again, all locked on a pro plan, SEO and conversion tracking. Again, these are completely not necessary unless you're going to be utilizing these links for some paid advertising or, have a really elongated, extensive strategy across social media. Definitely not something I'm recommending for just getting started. There are also some ways to integrate our analytics. So common ones like Facebook, Google are all part of here. There are lots more, but again, all locked by that. So I'm going to go right into our links over on the left-hand side. We're going to actually start building out this profile now. And again, just as a reminder, there is a Q&A. So if there's anything anyone has any questions on, feel free to add those in. So once we go to our links, this is going to be where we're going to actually start building out the profile. We're going to be able to add in different sections through headers and then also add in our links directly. So really user-friendly when we come here. If you know your URL, I would recommend grabbing that and copy and pasting. Just make sure that you have no issues here. It also does prompt you some different areas to do. A lot of people use this to connect out to other social media channels. If podcasting, they have some options here too, YouTube channels and that. So one of the ones that I would like to add is our webinars link. So I had that one saved on here, of course, but ypcmedia.com/webinars. Once that's in, you can add. It does take a second to populate over here on the right, but you can see that went ahead and added our first link into there. You can add as many as you want. There are really no limitations on the free plan as far as how many. So that's a really great feature. You can also turn on and off links. So one of the things that as you're continuing to add new things, if you're a business that maybe has some promotions or things like that, you can turn them on and off based on where you want people to click out onto. If you delete these, you would lose the analytics that it does give you. So I wouldn't recommend doing that, but it does give you the option to go back and forth there. The other cool thing you can do is add some thumbnails onto these. You can upload your own. They do have some icons that you can choose from within the platform. I did prepare a little logo here just to show how a logo could be updated in here. Once I upload that, you'll see it to populate over on the right-hand side. So these are, again, just extra ways that you can start building this out on your page. We have some other options in here. You can schedule different links to show up, disappear as needed. Again, maybe for promos, giveaways, things like that. And then you do have an analytics button on here. As users start engaging with you, you'll be able to see some limited ones on the free plan, which is really great. Next on here is the shop. I started alluding to this section. This is something that really has been built in for influencers. So really kind of hard to integrate with some different businesses unless you are selling items, in which if you are, you can set up with different affiliate links. You can also connect some of your website. But I would, if you are selling e-commerce online or anything like that, I would recommend everyone purchase through your website, and you wouldn't utilize something like this. So we're gonna jump over this one for right now. Moving into the appearance, this is going to be the look and feel of ours. They do offer a lot of upgrades here in the platform. Again, completely not necessary. We're really just working with a few extra links that we want to make easy for our users to get to. So first thing is the profile image. So if you have your own logo that you can update, it actually does prompt you to go out to Canva. So if that's something that you're familiar with doing, that's a great option. You can see here, I'm just going to pick our YPC media logo again, and that's going to update there. So I do recommend putting, some of your branding in here to make it look and feel like your brand. There is a bio section that you'll be able to fill out too, to send a message to your audience. And then you can continue to add those social icons like we were doing on the homepage. So you can see it jumps me back to the settings. So that's all your icons here. So I'm going to go back to our appearance. And then as we scroll down, there are going to be some different themes that you can utilize in here. A lot of them are for purchase, so a little different. I'm on the create your own, and it's going to jump me down to some of the different ones that are available. With the free option, you do just have the flat color and a gradient option. So you'll be able to pick either one of those. With the gradient, it does have a couple things. It auto gradients for you based on the main color that you put into here. So with just our branding, I like to do just the one color of the blue. You do get to customize all of your buttons. So any of the ones you can see here, you can decide if you want them to be square, more rounded, or completely round. With those, then as you keep scrolling down, you can see some of them, it's allowing for upgrades for some specialty ones. Some other button colors here. I did save some of my colors. So if you know some of your brand colors, you can plug those in as needed. And then with your font colors, you'll be able to play around with some of those. You can click right onto either of these and completely select any colors from there. You do also have font selection. So these are some of the different ones that are all included on the free option. And you'll be able to save that. So just some other neat ones to do there. The other one is, people talk a lot about white labeling, Linktree at the bottom. Over on social media, it is really common terminology at this point to have a Linktree in your profile. When people say link in bio, they typically mean Linktree. It is the most popular right now, but if you were wanting to get rid of that logo on there, you would have to upgrade to do so. Then you do get your sharing. So as you can see over in the top right, this entire time I've had my Linktree button right here ready to share. When you do share that, this is something that you could text to users, utilize in other areas than just social media as well. You do get the option to do a preview here, so you'd be able to select different colors, and it is going to just show that preview name that you selected. So typically that would be your brand name. All right, I'm going to hop into the analytics. Again, since this is a brand new account that I set up to show you all, there's going to be some zeros across the board here, but this is where you would be able to come and see the different views and clicks on the buttons that you set up. So all of these are included. People can also subscribe to your page. So that's something that, they'll be able to get updates when you add new links and things like that. But as you can see, some of those, there are some really cool insights on the paid plan. But again, since most of us are business owners, you have all the analytics over on your website. The goal of utilizing this is really to just give your consumers that are on social media quick, easy ways to get to exactly where you want them to be over on your website. So we're not super worried as business owners about some of these. I'm going to check again. Just a reminder, there is the Q&A open if you guys have any questions as I'm going through it. The last thing that I did want to show is just the live link. So if you were to copy that and paste it into a new inbox, you can see what this looks like on desktop. So again, this is mostly for mobile. So when you build it out, remember that it would be for that. But you can see here the users do get the join on it. And it allows them to go and create a link tree on their own or subscribe to your link tree specifically. All right, and then the last piece that I had for you all was just where do I plug this in? So if you do want to be able to put this onto different social media channels or anything like that, you have to think through some of the different options. So one of them being that you would be able to put it in your bio on Instagram. So you would do that on your mobile device. So unfortunately, that's hard to show on the webinar here today, but you'd be able to go right into your settings on your Instagram and then be able to plug it in there. There are options on TikTok as well for you to be able to plug those in. And then finally, with Facebook and LinkedIn, we recommend sharing those as you post, being able to put those since you can do links in there. I don't see any additional Q&A, but that's all I had for you all today. So again, if you are interested in getting your link and bio set up, you can connect with me specifically. You can visit our website at ypcmedia.com and connect with any one of our account managers. But if you are interested in more webinars from us, you can go to ypcmedia.com/webinars, and we will see you all next time. Thank you so much for joining.